Hello learners, welcome back to my channel. I am Karishma Attar and this is the video 4 in our essential series of how IGCSE Global Perspective responses are marked by Cambridge examiners. Today we are tackling question 1D, the highest value question in section 1, worth a massive 8 marks. This is where top students separate themselves from the rest. After watching this video, you will master the Cambridge justification formula, the exact 3-step structure that transforms opinion into level 4 argumentation for 7 to 8 marks. 2. The strategic cause selection, how to choose from the 8 acceptable causes based on source evidence strength, not personal preference. 3. The level 4 evidence integration techniques, how to weave sources 1 and 2 together to create consistently supported arguments that Cambridge demands. So students who apply this structured approach typically gain 4 to 5 marks extra on question 1D, the triple of which is approximately a jump by a grade that is from C to B or B to A according to marking thresholds. Just from knowing how examiners marks you. In these 12 video series, I'll be breaking down every single question type. You will find the videos on question 1A, 1B, question 1C. This video is on question D. I will be releasing videos on question 2A, 2B, question 3, question 4. Also, a detailed breakdown of individual report and team project. These are the snippets from my A-Star Legacy programs. The details about it, you can find it in the description. Each video will show you real student examples, actual Cambridge marking, and the exact techniques that work. Now, let me tell you about Priya. She was a bright year 11 student who came to me frustrated after consistently scoring level 1 or 2 marks on question 1D. She ended up joining A-Star Legacy program. So when I sat down with her to understand where she's lacking, we realized that she understands the causes of hunger, she can identify the sources, but when she has to argue, which is the most significant part of global perspective, she ends up losing marks. She showed me her latest practice answer. Her response was, I think poverty is most significant cause of hunger because it affects many people. Source 1 mentions poverty, source 2 talks about poor people not having food. The result was 2 out of 8 marks. What I could see was Priya understood the basics, but she was making the classic mistake of assertion without justification. And here's how we transformed her approach using this formula. I showed Priya the actual Cambridge marking criteria for question 1D. It revealed the massive gap between levels. Cambridge states for level 4, that is 7 to 8 marks, you are looking for an answer that is consistently related to causing hunger and that justifies the chosen factor by clearly explaining why it is the most significant, using information to support the claim. The key word here are justifies and why it is the most significant. Cambridge doesn't want your opinion, they want your reasoning for this answer. And let me break down what each level actually requires. This particular thing forms the basic of our A-Star Legacy program. Level 1, that is 1 to 2 marks. You end up getting when opinions largely asserted with limited explanation. Focus on causing hunger lacks credibility. Level 2, that is 3 to 4 marks. Opinions partly explained, minimally supported, and only partly related to causing hunger. Level 3, that is 5 to 6 marks, explained and supported, mostly clearly related to causing hunger. Level 4, that is 7 to 8 marks, consistently related to causing hunger, justifies why most significant, supported with information. Now, Priya was stuck at level 1 because she was stating opinions and not building arguments. The jump to level 4 requires 3 specific elements working together. That is, I call it Cambridge justification formula for level 4 responses. 1. Claim. State your chosen cause clearly. 2. Justify. Explain why it's the most significant. Comparisons or impact reasoning. 3. Support. Use specific evidence from both sources to prove your justification. Here's how Priya transformed her answer using this formula. Priya's level 4 response was, first, she talked about claim. Poverty and unemployment is the most significant cause of hunger globally. Then, justify. This cause is most significant because it creates a self-perpetuating cycle that underlies and amplifies other hunger causes, making it both a root cause and a multiplier effect. Unlike temporary causes such as weather events or conflicts that affect specific regions, poverty creates permanent vulnerability that affects the largest number of people across all contexts. Support. Source 1 supports this by stating that 800 million people suffer from hunger, primarily in developing countries where poverty rates are higher, demonstrating the direct correlation between economic deprivation and food insecurity. The activist perspective in Source 2 emphasizes that hunger destroys employment opportunities, creating the exact cycle when poverty causes hunger, which then deepens poverty, making this cause more significant than isolated factors like weather or conflict. The result was around 6 to 8 marks out of 8. Level 4 approximately. Now here, if you notice that Priya chose poverty and unemployment strategically, Cambridge accepts 8 specific causes: poverty and unemployment, food shortages, weather and climate changes, food waste, war and conflict, unfair international trade, pandemics, rising food prices. And here's the secret Priya learned: choose based on source evidence strength, not personal preference. The selection strategy was: 1. Map the sources, which cause have the strongest evidence in source 1 and 2. 2. Test comparisons. Can you argue why this cause is more significant than others? 3. Check support. Do you have specific quotes or data from both sources? And this is how Priya's answer was completely upgraded. Now, this was one of the ways in which we use the strategy in our A-Star Legacy programs. There are multiple programs under that. We have test series, we have batches, we have crash courses. You can choose according to your preferences and your time zones. Now, the reason you need to practice it, because here your focus should be on developing the right skills, not just learning or memorizing the techniques. Trust me, eventually you will end up forgetting each strategy, but what you will train your brain muscle is to learn, to practice, to use it subconsciously. And that's how you end up getting consistent A's and A-star. So it's all about focusing on skill development using science-backed strategies. And good marks are just the byproduct. And that's the mission we follow at K-Preps. I hope this video will help you to write this answer very well. And if you would want to learn more videos, these are basically snippets of lessons from A-Star Legacy programs. You will anyways get it all if you are a student of that program. But if you want to learn how you should learn the skill, then you should consider subscribing this channel. See you in the next video. Thank you.